Got the developer update for March 2025 for 8.6. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. First off, we have the Mending nerf. It says that the time was decreased from 12 to 10. Damn. So it is a bit of a tough nerf, I have to say. Because it does, like, I do know that, like, even on Deathslinger, like, having Mending is going to be quite effective. So having Mending time be decreased overall does mean that indirectly Deathslinger also takes a hit, which is unfortunate that he caught a stray in this situation. And the decreased altruistic mending time to 6 seconds. So mending overall is going to be pretty much damn, it's definitely going to be a lot quicker. Oh wow. So that affects Deathslinger, that affects Legion, and that affects just M1s on people with endurance. Not a gigantic change, but it is kind of interesting to see that we're getting nerfs on the killer side again. Just a bit unfortunate. It says here, Legion. Decreased the fatigue time from 3 to 2.5, so about half a second faster. Love to see a nice Legion buff. Increased fatigue move speed. That's good. 2.3, so that means that they won't be super slow when they're busy grunting really loudly. And it makes them a little quicker, which will help feel a little more smooth when you're trying to use Frenzy. An extra second to duration is interesting. Not terrible, but not bad. Cooldown decreased from 20 to 15. Not bad. Not bad. Movement speed earned with each hit is now 0.24. So that's pretty good too, because Legion definitely struggled with duration, definitely struggled with movement speed, because you can't always get that Feral Frenzy hit. You kind of struggle a little bit. And adjusting several add-ons. So what they might do is that they're probably going to maybe take down, like, they might reduce like the duration add-on. They might reduce the cooldown add-on. They might potentially decrease the movement speed add-on. Like, they might do something like that. Which is unfortunate, you know, because Legion does need a little bit more help when it comes to, you know, like, stuff like this. So it's unfortunate, but, you know, it comes to the territory. When things get buffed, there's always going to be something that gets taken down on the killer side, unfortunately. Xenomorph. So Xenomorph has an increased tail attack of charge time to 0.35. That is not good. They're probably gonna feel clunkier, which is unfortunate, because they already, like, Xenomorph already feels clunky to play. Tail attack charge sound volume, that's fair. You know, that's fair. Like, that's pretty much fine. You can pretty much work with that. That's okay. Reduced missed attack cooldown time to 2.5 was 3. So, you know, while it takes much longer to charge, it's going to be a little bit faster to recover. It might be like a pyramid head situation where, like, the time it takes to, like, set up your attack is a little slow, which is a little unfortunate. Killer instinct range increased from 12 to 16. That's a fantastic change. Decreased time to get out. That's good. Amount of fire needed to burn. That's good too. Helps out because it's like there's a lot of turrets, so it can help Xenomorph stay in the power. Increased delay before the heat starts to dissipate, though. Oof. Decrease the Xenomorph's heat dissipation rate to 2 per second was 25. Wow. Adjusted several add-ons to align with these changes. So Xenomorph has gotten a decent buff, I'd say. What might hurt is the charge time, but everything else looks okay. Like, it's good that they make it harder to get burned out of your power, because I know that Xenomorph kind of would struggle with that, where you're not really able to always use your abilities when you come out of, like, the tunnel and stuff, and you kind of have to stop and then break the turret, and then you just end up not having a power, and you have to go back in the tunnel, and, you know, it's just kind of annoying. Okay, Chucky. Reduce Hidey Ho cooldown to 12 seconds, was 14. This is a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic buff. This is great. I'm glad that they brought it down because 14 was way too long. Like, that was way too long. Like, way too long. 14, man. Woo! Too long. Reduce time to reach max speed after scamper. This right here is the golden change. Okay, this right here is the golden change. The reason why Chucky feels terrible to play, especially for the casual players and maybe not the Chucky mains, who have dedicated the time to learn it, but for the Chucky mains, I mean for the Chucky casuals, I'll say, like the you know, pick up and play every once in a while type player, it's gonna feel terrible, right? With this change, and you may notice this, or maybe you didn't know this, but when you do vault, hold on a second, I might have misread this. Reduce time to reach max speed after scamper. Reduce the times to reach max speed after scamper. What? Wait, hold on a second. Wait, that doesn't, wait, hold on a second. What does that mean, actually? Because you already, when you scamper over something, isn't that like, isn't scampering when you vault over something with your ability? Like when you slice and dice and then you vault? Like, isn't that, you already start out with max speed when you vault. So, wait, what? Reduce time to reach max speed after scamper. Is that like, is that like during the middle of the slice and dice, or like you're kind of like running like forward and then that's when it activates? Is that how that works? I don't, that's weird. I mean, it's nice to see Chucky's getting a buff, but I'm like, what is that? I thought it reduced max time to reduce time to reach max speed in general. I didn't realize it was after scamper. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Okay, so tear radius adjustment. So Hillbilly's tear radius increased to 40. Blight 40 meter. Damn. They gave Hillbilly and Blight the Wesker treatment, dude. 40 meter tear radius. Damn. That's rough. That's rough. Pig having a 24 meter tear radius is a fantastic buff. I'm pretty sure pig mains were asking for this for quite some time. Decreased the Ghostface tear radius to 24. That's, you know, it's something, you know. I feel like Ghostface has been begging for changes for so long that like when you finally get one, it feels like it's a freaking miracle. So it's good to see we finally got something. Okay, and then it says the new feature for murder surrender option. So it says that when the little survivors are bots, so when everybody goes next and quits, you can surrender. When there's no gens completed for 10 minutes, the killer can surrender. When all their remaining survivors are okay, and then if you have like a whole team where they DC, you can also surrender. And then it says when everybody's in the dying state, they can surrender, which is nice. That's good. They're adding a new variation of Area of Crows, which I'm hoping they'll fix the original, because that one's a very difficult one. It says updating the existing map tiles to improve navigation. I'm hoping they'll fix the original. And then we have, mind you, we have 4 buffs here, which is insane. Quick and Quiet decreased to good. Look at this. From 30 to good lord. Why? Quick and Quiet gets buffed. Deception gets buffed. Dance with Me gets buffed. Red Herring gets buffed. What the heck? And then you go on killer side, it says, hey, we're gonna rework knockout. So it says that when a survivor drops a pallet, if they move 6 meters away, within 6 seconds, they gain hindered. Okay. So basically, pretty terrible, right? On average, I mean, this is pretty much not gonna get any value. If they're getting hindered for 5 seconds, that's pretty much not gonna do anything. I mean, like, let's be fair, right? Like, it's probably not gonna do anything. That we will pretty much never see knockout. Alien Instinct, reveal duration. I hate to say it, dude. I hate to say it. Like Alien Instinct wasn't being used before. It won't be used again. This buff is a nothing burger. It's really absolutely nothing. Nobody cares about the Alien Instinct. It's basically barbecue, but for injured survivors. It's not good. Even if they make the Oblivious longer, like, nobody's out here like, man, can't wait to load up and use Alien Instinct for my match. Hysteria says duration of Oblivious to 40 seconds was 30 across the board. But cool. Hysteria has also just been a useless perk, and it still will continue to be a useless perk. Deathbound. Fine. That's cool, you know. Just an extra Deathbound buff. That's fine. It pretty much doesn't really matter. And Nemesis. Or reveal duration to 8 seconds. Yeah, that's fine. You know, it's not really like these perks are not really that interesting to be changing, honestly. It's kind of a nothing burger. The only thing that really matters is going to be Legion's buff, Xenomorph's slightly nerf, and then Chucky's like slight buff, I think, and then the men nerf, I think, is the most important parts. But that is pretty much going to be it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.